free kick, central, off center, but more central than wide. We want to obviously hold our line, probably I think 18 here, and then drop in as the ball's kicked. The wall is arbitrary, so the wall's not gonna do anything here. You're not blocking anything. What we need to make sure here is that wherever we are 1-for-1. So if we're 1-for-1 here, we need somebody free, kind of setting the line. And then also, if you'll notice this huge gap, this is where players want to get into. Goals are scored in this central zone. So we don't need to be so touch tight to a player out here. We need to obviously account for them when they're making runs in, but we don't account for the most dangerous space on this free kick. So having said that, as we look at it, we're on the wrong side of this player, okay? Inexcusable. All right, instead of setting your wall, look at your player's body language, right? Put anybody free into this space and dropping in as they strike the ball, because we're matched up 1-for-1 here, so there's no free player. We use a free player. We're 1-for-1, 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 1-for-1. Okay, wrong side of the player. Hopefully that changes, right? He gets in front of him, but that's where I don't want that player either, right? I want him behind, but goal side. All right, so now these runs are starting to develop. You can see these three players start to go, and then this player starts to come in behind. That's going to be a real issue here. But if we have a player marking this space, they could help pick up at least zonally what they're trying to accomplish here. So you can see we're in. Everybody is at odds with each other, right? We're so worried about players right here. All we need to be doing is dropping into the space that the ball is going to be served. Okay, we're so worried about players. We do want to make sure we're marking, but the space is more important. Look, we're the wrong side of a guy inside the box centrally, who's able to chest a ball down inside on a free kick. Now we have free runners, right? Because of exactly what I said. We get caught. I think this player, let's go back, starts out here, right, with our left back, and watch him just get all the way free, right? Because you can't mark the player out there. It doesn't matter out there from this central spot. So now the ball gets served in, it gets knocked down, okay? This is a team thing. This isn't necessarily just on us. I think, Landon, you discount how good this first save is. This reaction save is ridiculous. That's a great save. And all you can really do is exactly what you're doing. Try and get up and make the best of it. It's a really poor team goal all the way around. That starts with us. We need to take ownership and learn how to set up a free kick like that. But at the end of the day, you've made a tremendous save and done well to get up and at least compete. So proud of you for that. We have talked all season long about starting positions on wide serves. All right. And so this is a difficult one because it's a free kick and it's, not quite at the depth of the corner flag, right? But, you could almost set this up like a corner, honestly. So we could have a player on each post if you wanted. However you want to deal with this, I just think that at the end of the day, we get beat, okay? I don't know that we need a wall here. I actually think that, controlling the space in front might be a better option. So, and that's easy to say when you watch the goal that happens. But, so we draw a 45-degree plane. All right, we talk about this over ad nauseum, right? 45-degree plane to the middle, that's your goal line on wide set pieces or wide services. So you're on your goal line as if it's a penalty kick. Now, the problem is goals are scored at the near post. We're not worried about a ball over us to the far post here. We should not be. We should be where goals are scored, and that's competing in this space where all these bodies are. Okay? So when the ball is served in, it's low. Once again, a wall is never going to do anything that putting a player in this space here wouldn't do. But, okay, we have a wall there, right? But here's my issue, is when you recognize where the ball is going, watch what you do. So now you're recovering to the near post. We should already be set at the near post when this ball is flicked. If you are set at the near post, you're not just now getting your feet underneath you and the ball's not just now going by you. Now listen, not saying you're making this save or not. That is in the corner, it's flicked on. But it's the principle, right? It is the principle of what we're talking about here. So, once again, watch how you react to this because of your starting position behind the post on the goal line. You're conceding all of this space ahead of you. And I want to reiterate, you're not going to be able to come for this ball either. But what we do is where my cursor is as the ball's hit low, right here where my cursor is, we're dropping in and setting here versus running to the near post and while the ball's being flicked to the far post. That's the difference, right? That's just a nuance that by now I think handful of games in the season, not the first time you've heard me say it. It's just something that we've got to start clicking every time. Okay, so this last goal, it's just going to be a clip ball over the top. All right, so here's the thing is we just stop. After this ball gets played over the top, everybody just stops behind. Okay, if you watch our reaction, it's very poor. All right, so clip ball, we stop. We're really not accounting for the knockdown. He could turn and hit it. He does have a go, right? It's a really great strike, but watch your timing. The ball's hit. Okay. Now your weight is on your back leg instead of even. And now you start to shift, but then you take that step, right? And it's all because you don't see it well. Fair. But we've got to be able to see it, right? I mean, we're going to give up team goals. Goalkeepers should always be looking at what could I do differently, and it's just timing, right? I mean, there may not be the cleanest of sight lines, but you have to be. This strike is coming. You've got to be set, and your weight's right now on your right foot. Now it's on your left foot, and now by the time you shift, it's in the back of the net. So it's a bad team goal. But we always need to be looking at what can we do as goalkeepers. If you make that save, it's a fantastic save. But someone of your caliber, I think, can make that save if our timing's right.